some food truck lunch. Going to a place called Moon Runners. What does Moon Runners serve?
So Moon Runners sells, like, my favorite thing from them is this meatloaf, bacon wrapped meatloaf on a stick with barbecue sauce.
Meatloaf on a stick with bacon.
And the guy who owns its name is Guy, and his restaurant was on Bar Rescue with John Taffer. Originally it was like a I don't know, like a costume bar. Like everybody who worked there like wore costumes, and then John Taffer basically came in and basically turned it into like this prohibition looking, you know, type place that, I mean, they have really good wings there. So I'm super excited about hitting this truck.
I don't care if you wear a costume. I don't care if you wear a Speedo. If you're gonna put bacon on meatloaf, I'm a fan. We're gonna order here at Moon Runners. What is your best seller?
Our best seller is the brisket melt.
The brisket melt.
Yep.
Let's do the brisket melt, and then let's get Mama's meatloaf on a stick.
Okay.
Are you Mama?
No. No. I just work for them.
Got you. All right. Try these fries. I'm not a food critic, but that's a good fry. Cheers.
I wore the wrong color shirt to be eating this today.
I'm probably not supposed to cuss on this, but damn, that's good.
Flavor is amazing. It's a little mushy, and mine's even a little bit cold in the middle. I don't know about yours.
But the bacon on the outside
Yeah.
and the barbecue sauce is fire.
Flavor is delicious. Yeah, very good. This is the size of fry that you want to get. Fry is almost as big as your head. Oh, you hear that crunch? That's a good fry. I hate soggy fries.
Me too.
This crispy fry. God, it's got shit all over the bottom of this thing. Look at my hand.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you're not picking this sandwich up with your hand. Very good. The bread is fresh. It's got like a little crisp on the top. The bottom of the bread is pretty soggy though, and there's I don't know if it's cheese or whatever is leaked all over the bottom, but you're not picking this sandwich up with one hand, so you better bring a fork and a knife with you.
That is a soggy bottom sandwich. I almost want to just take the meat and the top bun, but I gotta runaway fry. I don't know if I'm gonna get much bread in this. Here's the deal. I'm not a huge fan of the soggy bread, but I can totally see why that's their best seller. But for me, the money's this. It could be cooked a little longer, but man,
Yeah, unbelievable.
I mean, no offense to women, but I feel like this is like man food right here.
Time for judgment.
All right, I would come back. I'll start there. I would do it again.
I would definitely find them again. I would definitely eat it again if I saw it somewhere. I almost would probably hunt them down just for the meatloaf on a stick.
For sure,
So-
and that brisket, like James loved the whole sandwich. I think for me, I might order the sandwich, but I'm gonna take that meat out and leave the bread to the side. But man, I would definitely come back.
Yeah, the meat was fresh. Everything was fresh. Everything was delicious. The barbecue sauce that they use on that meatloaf is amazing. So I think we should rate this truck. How many meatloafs on a stick?
How many meatloaves? Oh, and we got our food under 5 minutes.
Under 5 minutes. That's
Yeah,
great.
that's good.
Yeah. So how many meatloafs on a stick are you rating Moonrunner's food truck?
I'm gonna give it. Well, I only got half a meatloaf on a stick, so I'm gonna go with a 7.5. I'm gonna go 7.5 meatloafs on a stick.
I'm gonna go with a solid 8 meatloafs on a stick.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
a review.
Check it out.
Rolling Grub. We're here. This is Holly Springs, North Carolina today. So check out Moonrunner's food truck.
We'll link them to this video as well as other links you might be able to find out where they're at day to day.
Meatloaf on a stick. That's the word for the day.
That's it. James is our in-house expert on food trucks. He owns a fleet of food trucks that are really successful in the Raleigh-Durham area. If you're in the area, we'll post links to their trucks in the bottom. Let's start with our first stop when we went to Moonrunners today. We got the bacon-covered meatloaf with
Bacon wrapped meatloaf on a stick.
Make you slap your
Let me
mama.
just say that the customer service at that truck was great,
Yeah.
which is a huge part. The truck itself looked very nice. The wrap was really nice. Was very clear. The menu was clear. We could tell what they sold.
Their social media was obvious. Their website was obvious.
Exactly. The ladies, I think there was 2 ladies working in there, and they killed it.
Yeah.
The cashier was great. The lady doing the cooking obviously did a good job. So
Yeah, friendly and fast.
So when it came to the meatloaf, I thought the meatloaf, the flavor of the I think it's the Prohibition barbecue sauce, amazing. My only issue with that was that my piece that I had was a little cold on the inside. So easy fix.
So if you like leftover meatloaf, it's perfect. No, I would agree. Like, you could have heated up a little bit.
Could have went just a little longer. I'm not exactly sure how they do it. I don't know if they take it and put it in a fryer, and that's how they crisp up that bacon.
Yeah.
Which is probably how I would do it. Is it would probably be already on the stick, already have the bacon wrapped around it. I'd fry it just to heat it back up. They may cook it on a griddle to get the meatloaf to temp, and then paint that barbecue sauce on it.
Yeah. The fries were great.
Fries were.
They're doing something right there.
Food truck fries.
You called those the sleeper. Yeah. Like I don't know how they crisp them like that, but that's something to find out. If you're a food truck guy, you should see if you can find out how they do their fries. 'Cause they do them right.
They were crispy. They were fresh. They weren't. It's crazy because they weren't even piping hot. A lot of times food trucks, especially food trucks, but even restaurants make the mistake of taking hot fries and putting them in a to-go box. Most of the time, styrofoam. What happens is those fries continue to steam. Builds condensation in the box. That turns to water. Fries get soggy.
Yeah, and if you're a food truck guy, you know like fries are a moneymaker. They've got great margins.
Absolutely.
They're quick, and everybody likes them. So
Yeah. Then we had the brisket sandwich.
brisket sandwich. Now the meat, honestly, if I took that sandwich by itself, the meat was like a 9. Like it was great. As a sandwich, I would score it lower because I personally, if I'm gonna eat a sandwich, I don't want that bottom piece of bread to be so wet.
Yeah. So on that sandwich, if you guys remember, we couldn't even put our hand up under the sandwich because a lot of the cheese and juices had run off under the sandwich. So an easy fix for that is basically to get just deli paper and then just fold it up nicely around half of the sandwich and then lay the sandwich in there. That way when I go in to pick that sandwich up, I pick it up by the wrapper. All that cheese and stuff could still even be on that side of the bread, but it's not on my hand.
Yeah, because we couldn't pick up the sandwich.
So simple things.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think we said in the car on the way here to get our coffee, like an extra 3 to 5 seconds of prep, and it literally improves the product to a point that any apprehensions people are going to have to get this thing that's so awesome. You made it. People like it. It was their best seller. You can do away with some of those.
And it's just, it's just thinking about that customer experience, because that's a huge part of the whole thing. Your food can be amazing, but if it's not served properly or it's not delivered properly, then the customer's not going to have the experience that you want them to have. So.